Hello, boys and girls. It's your boy King Jiffy Coates. I have messed up a little bit on some things. I have crazy hair today. I couldn't find my hat that I normally wear. But I have insane hair, brother. I have insane hair. My hair just kind of does whatever I want. So that's like the beauty of my hair. I want to edit that. No. Oh, I am very upset about, I don't know, done. I have messed up something. I was gonna put a thumbnail on this. I didn't. Don't know how to do that post, like, being live. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We're just gonna go. We're gonna run with it. We're live, boys. The Hunter Biden situation is insane. Like, it is. It's, I didn't think I was ever going to cover this goon bag. I'm not really a political guy, but his dad's not president anymore. He's just a random famous person's child at this point. I see him as another celebrity. So before I get too, I'm not going to get too much into the political stuff. I just have some funny stuff that I saw here that had popped up. Now, some of this I haven't seen before, so it might get a tad political. I'm not going to try to fleece my political opinions on the broader population. But we got Hunter Biden did an interview, and it's so dumb. The first clip I saw actually was this one right here. This was hilarious. I love when politicians go out there to talk to virtue signal and say some of the most accidental racist stuff in the entire world, where they just go like super giggity schmoodle mode on oh, we care about these people, but actually they're just the help. I love this, but this is Hunter Biden being a goon bag.
For someone, and I guess be like all these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. Fuck you. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your fucking table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your...
Who do you think washes your dishes? I wouldn't be able to handle my foo-foo lifestyle of crack cocaine on the weekends if I didn't have illegal immigrants cleaning my house for me. Dear God, brother.
Fucking garden. Who do you think is here by the fucking sheer...
Dude, I just love how he's just like, yeah, dude, who got rid of that? Why are you getting rid of the help, bro? Why are you getting... God, this is so racist, brother.
Just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance. And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the fucking criminals? For some.
Dear God, brother, this guy is a crash test dummy, bro. Oh my God, brother was just out here like, you know what? Why would you get rid of the help? They're really useful when it comes to picking my fruit and cleaning my dishes. Oh, why would you get rid of the dishes cleaning people? I need the help so much, God. Now, I don't know your position on illegal immigration. I'm not here to talk about that. I just think it's so funny that he just assumes all illegal immigrants are just the equivalent of like, oh, dude, like it's the book to help. He's upset that people are losing their help. That's what it sounds like. I think that's so wild. But I guess he also blames George Clooney for his father's legacy, which his father's legacy was falling down stuff and being incredibly old. Like, that's all the dude's presidency was. I don't know. Again, I'm not like here to like talk about his political thought process. All I know is skimmed under pressure. And like all the Bidenisms there was a reason he didn't win, dude. I think you could have put up a blank board. Like if Biden would have ran instead of Kamala Harris, you could have put a blank board up against him, and it would have out debated him.
Conspiracy, Andrew. You know this. Somehow, the entirety of a White House in which you literally living on top of each other has kept their mouth shut about, like what? And what's conspiracy?
Yeah.
That Joe Biden got old? Yeah, he got old. He got old before our eyes. And George Clooney is now, to rationalize why he
attempted to cut the knees out from a sitting president, the most successful president in the history of his party.
Well, I mean, didn't they lie? I'm not like, again, here's the thing. Didn't they lie about like Biden having cancer and how he wasn't really fit to be running office? They like lied about that. I'm pretty sure. I think that they're like what like isn't like the Tucker Carlson equivalent to CNN? What's it like Jake Tapper writing a book on how the White House had been lying for years, how Biden was unwell. Like, is it crazy for any normal person to see that Joe Biden, Joseph Uriah Biden, I don't know Joe Biden's middle name, Joseph Jabroni Biden was fucking goon bagged up to super oblivion mode. Hey guys, I'm Joseph Biden. And kids like touching my leg hairs, and you're like, whoa, Joseph Biden, you need somebody needs to get Pat Pop back to the old folks home, brother. Back to the old folks home. I don't know. That was just kind of like my reading on the guy. I've never like looked at a president and been like, shit, this is not good. This is not good. I mean, there's some stuff that Trump did, right? I was doing that. I'm like, don't like that. Release the Epstein files, buddy. Stop being oh, you were listening to Martin Luther King? Cool. Release the Epstein files. It's kind of weird that you're not doing that. But then you had Joseph Biden, who couldn't even like handle a day-to-day. Dude looked like he was just like lost. It was sad. It was like sad watching that guy exist. So I don't blame George Clooney for being like, yeah, dude, maybe we shouldn't run him as president. I don't think anybody in the Democrat Party thought that Joseph Biden was doing a good job. He was just kind of the one guy they thought could beat Trump, and they like shoved him in there. I mean, even like the like majority of people would rather have had like Bernie Sanders running against Trump. It would have been like a much better like bracket. I think there would have been a much closer election. But no. We had to run Joseph Biden, and then when he looked like he was going to be dementia-ridden AIDS dragon, they're like, throw Kamala Harris in there. She's got a good laugh.
Party in his life, in terms of the legislative policies that he wanted to see passed, had to justify somehow him going above and beyond to write an op-ed in the New York Times to try to force the sitting president of the United States out of the race. Why do you think that the Republicans have an advantage over us? Because they're unified. They will go along with anything. I wasn't asking.
That's not true. That's not true. The Republicans are about as unified as the Democrats are. Well, it's all fun and games until the Middle East gets brought up, and then it becomes chaos war. You got the Fuenteses and the I don't know. I know for the Fuentes group who like just hates all people that aren't like the whites, and then you got like the Carlsons who just really don't like the Israelis, and then you got Candace Owens who thinks that the Jews has created space. So you got all these like little fractioned off areas, and it's the same thing with the left. You got the super progressives that want Israel glassed beyond belief, and then you have want like socialism to reign powerful. And then you got like the normal leftists who just kind of want like social systems and like I don't know, like normal weed and stuff. They want like they just don't like full blown capital like unreined in capitalism and stuff. But then you got the goonbag squad over there. That's like, well, no, we need to be full socialism by now. I said there is fracturing in both sides. It's not crazy to see that.
Get anybody to go along with anything? I was asking people to go along with this. The most successful administration in my lifetime.
Oh no, dude! He in his lifetime was his dad. His dad was the most successful administration. That's a little bit of a stretch there, pal. That's a little bit of a stretch. Now, here is my favorite part of the whole interview.
Carbonate and water and heat, literally.
That's it.
This is where Hunter Biden slowly, partially explains how to make crack cocaine live on TV. What a winner, brother! In the same interview where he's chastising George Clooney for thinking that his dad's a goonbag, he's like, let's take a break to explain how crack cocaine's made.
That's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make
He's like, wait. I know that we were about to tell you how to make illicit drugs, but we're going to stop that. We're not going to do that on live TV. Thank you. I needed you to do that for my YouTube channel so that I didn't get my channel shot down in oblivion. By the way, guys, don't do drugs. I think that is a solid thing to tell you. Don't do a bunch of goonbag drugs. That is I don't know why I'm the guy that has to tell you that, but I guess it doesn't matter though. If your father's a famous person, you can get away with just about anything. So
crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar of cocaine and baking soda.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but here's the steps on how to do it. This is the Kanye clip, dude. I had a doctor. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of doctor. It was a Jewish doctor.
The experience.
I was vastly different, and like for real, I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think
Probably. I think it's probably better than alcohol. What?
Crack is being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the...
Oh my god, dude. Hunter Biden's going crazy right now, brother. I don't know if it's any worse for you than alcohol, but it's, you're burning off the impurities. This is the true way to do this. Oh my god.
Sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all. You know, all of these actors and, you know, people in the past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine and freebasing. They were smoking crack.
So straw on the stove is the same thing.
Not exactly, but close to it. But it's a little bit different. But anyway, my point about it, your point about it, which I think is true.
Wait, so is he saying that freebasing is the same or different? Because he's just literally talking over himself at this point. Dude's like gonzo, brother. This is such a weird interview. Why you thought this was a good idea to do this, I have no idea. Listen. It's pretty much the same thing as, but not the same thing, you know, but it is the same thing. I'm Hunter Biden. I am the son of the last president, and he was screwed over by George Clooney. Don't know why. It doesn't make any sense why he had a lot of drama around him. But anyway, here's how to make a class 1 narcotic.
That there's a thing about crack that is really insidious, and what it is that anytime I think one of the reasons that they believe that smoking cigarettes is so addictive is because it combines 3 really important things. It's habit forming, there's an oral fixation, and there is a ritual combined with it. And so the idea of hand to mouth is a habit and a fixation that we learn very early, even as children. With a pacifier, with a spoon, with your thumb, to breastfeeding. Okay, so really, I don't want to get into the psychology of it because I'm no expert, but I do know this, is that you combine with that ignition, combustion, and then you combine the ritual. You have your cigarette in the morning, you have your cigarette when you get out of the car, you have your cigarette with your coffee. Crack is that on steroids. It's over and over. It's
I mean, he's not wrong. It's just funny to me to have to have this interview exist with anybody that what is old Hunter Biden done other than be the son of a famous person, the son of a famous politician? He hasn't done anything. He's been handed CEO positions from his father's doings over in Ukraine. It's like, oh yeah, remember when we helped you out, Ukraine? Well, get my son a job as a CEO. And they're like, yeah, sure. And then he just spent the whole time just banging prostitutes and smoking crack. And this dude's been is nepotism king over here, has really done nothing else with his life. He's a painter that nobody gives a shit about. What Why are you even interviewing him? You know they were like happy just to have a famous person on.
Ritual to it. There's a ritualized part of it. The combination of all of those addictive behaviors together becomes like really powerful. And the drug in and of itself.
This is like when I see one of Trump's kids on like all of these conservative outlets. I'm like, who cares about these guys? They're just the son of famous people. Like when they do something themselves, like call me up and make me care.
Is a more immediate euphoric sensation and connected to it than, in my experience, cocaine alone.
Does it require more frequency to maintain the high?
Yes, yes, and the capacity to use more than you could otherwise with powder cocaine, just physically to be able to ingest it.
So you're kind of saying that cocaine reaches a certain plateau of euphoria where you can't necessarily get any higher.
In my experience, yes. This is like a PSA. If you want to completely, utterly fuck up your life, you know, I don't think that anything is necessarily, oh, you do it once, you're addicted. But there's about the closest thing that statement could be true would be with crack cocaine.
Well, that's fair. At least you got a PSA. At least he was like, "Oh yeah, dude. By the way, I'm a super drug addict, and that's not a good idea. Don't do that." Like, and anybody out there, dude. I know you had fun in college or whatever, but after that, maybe cool it down.
The only difference between crack.
Maybe cool it down and not be Hunter Biden, bro. Not be Hunter Biden and have like all this. There's a ton. There's like a laptop drama, all this other stuff. There's like super deep dives that you can go in on this guy. That's just not a bueno. He's not very bueno excelente. I don't like Hunter Biden. Dude's a goon bag. But that was like my Hunter Biden segment. The dude is insane. I'm not gonna tell you how to make crack, but here's how to make crack. This is we're gonna air this on PBS Kids. What is going on with the world, bro? Like, could you imagine, dude? Any other president's kid would have been like ashamed to do this. This guy's wild. Oh man, but that was Hunter Biden. Make sure to like and subscribe. I don't even know what's going on in the world anymore. Alright, we all know Pirate Software. He's a goonbag. He exists and he is not loved. But we have James Lee Animations. This is actually a channel I've watched in the past. He is probably one of my favorite edited channels out there. Dude, the guy is an incredible editor. And that's just why I didn't need more Pirate Software, but I'm doing more Pirate Software because this guy is awesome. I love this guy, dude. He's so good at what he does. And I just want to give him a lot of props. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel because I do think he makes incredible content. I think the guy just kind of hits it off real nice like. He gives her that little slap on the back when she's begging for more. But anyways, we're going to go with They're Killing Our Games. So I want to check this out.
12 years ago, I had a stack of papers about a foot high. It was every best drawing that I had ever done since I was 9 years old, and I threw them all away. I just figured, why do I need these dusty old drawings? Sure, I might flick through them every couple of years, but they no longer serve any functional utility. The cost to benefit equation just doesn't add up. And so I took the countless hours of my work, the archive of my lifelong progress, and threw it all in the trash. I embraced my minimalist future and put my whole history behind me. Dickhead, what was I thinking? Sounds dumb, right? 'Cause it is!
Yep. Here's the thing too. I get people who want to be minimalists and want to do that stuff, but at the same time, you gotta like understand your like beginnings, your uproots, your what you came from. I have like a folder full of like some of my best drawings from when I was a kid. I used to like really be into like art and stuff, and like more like comic art. You know, that was something I was like actually into, and I'm not like the best artist, but I can do okay. I can draw better than like stick and dick drawing, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are like, oh, I can draw a dildo, and I'm like, that is fantastic, everybody can draw that. But and I can do better than stick figures. So, like, I actually used to want to, I wanted to be an entertainer. That was the top priority of things I wanted to be growing up. And then I also wanted to do, like, make comics and stuff one day. Now, the comic thing was more like a child idea. I didn't, like, once I tried to make one myself, I'm like, I don't really like this that much. Really isn't for me. I like crafting the stories, but, like, the each panel thing, I really didn't love it that much. Yeah, you find things that you like and find other things that you don't like. But I did like drawing. So, like, to take that art that I once had and just burn it, I couldn't do it, dude. I can do it. It's just like I have my original Xbox because that was my nostalgia box. That is the first console I had, and I keep all the games for it. And every once in a while, I'll even add a new game to the collection, one that I lost throughout the years, or one that I always wanted to play. I will add it to the collection. Now, I know it would be easier to emulate it online, but there's still a part of me that enjoys having that physical connection with having the long cord to my original Xbox, watching it boot up and go rah, 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 and then have the green X, dude. Oh, dude, makes me bricked up like a champ, dude. Shooting ropes into the atmosphere. I love it. And like, I get some people are like, well, if you haven't used it in 2 years, destroy it. And like, some stuff I get that with, but when it comes to like media and like art, I've never saw that mentality.
I can't even imagine a more needless destruction of art. The Crew. A dead game. The servers were shut down. The disc left unplayable. Mag. Launched with positive reviews, it was killed off 4 years later and lost to history. Killzone 2. Its multiplayer was revived through community efforts.
Dude, it's so okay, I'm gonna throw some shade at PlayStation right now. So, I think Xbox gets a lot of shade because they do a lot of stupid stuff, and they deserve it, absolutely. But I don't think PlayStation gets enough shade for the fact that they sit here, and they let all of their old games collect the dust in, like, the Shadow Realm. And then they'll add them, they'll throw them in their little PlayStation Premium Sandwich thing where you can stream them only at, like, terrible frame rate. And I hate it. And it's so funny because people will like hit you with the, well, PlayStation, they bring the games. Well, no, they don't. They leave their games in the Shadow Realm to die and then remaster The Last of Us 87 times. Like, why do we need 87 remastered The Last of Us? Bring Killzone back, baby. Please bring Killzone back. I want to play Killzone 1, 2, and 3. The newest one, whatever that last one was, like Shadow Dildo or whatever, it wasn't my jamma or mamma jamma. It really didn't hit me in the butthole the way I wanted it to. And I remember playing Killzone Liberation on my PSP and thinking, like, one day I'm going to play these Killzone games. They seem pretty cool, but I don't want to, like, hunt down a PS3. I don't want to go through that thing. Why don't you just have games that your mainline entries? If I go to Xbox, I can play almost every single mainline Xbox game. Halo, Fable, whatever. I can play those on the newest console. Why can't I do that with your shit, PlayStation? I mean, I can't even play, they put the Resistance games on PS Plus Premium Sandwich or whatever, and they're not even downloaded to where you can play them natively on the console. You have to have this premium bullshit, and then on top of that, you have to stream them. You have to stream them from cloud gaming, which is dumb. Why wouldn't you let me download them natively? When there is a bunch of like super autists out there on 4chan, and they can make those grunting noises and bring in all of the old classic games to where you can play them on PC, but PlayStation, a multi-billion-dollar company, can't do that. Fuck you guys. Do better, bro. For video game preservation, that's all I care about, bro. And that's something PlayStation needs to catch way more shade for.
Third in the series remains dead. Countless more. Denied a place in our digital memories. Works of art left to rot on a company hard drive. And there's many more titles that are at risk of dying, even some that you might be playing right now. Games have historically been kept alive through volunteer efforts, emulators, and the hosting of online games through community.
Yeah, dude, if you got goonbag emulators out there doing it and all the work, why don't you just like find, like, if I were PlayStation, right, and I saw like some of these emulators that were able to like pull in PlayStation 3 games and run them natively on a computer, well, you know what I would do? I would hire those guys to make those emulators work on my game box. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
these servers. With the current trend of games as a service, much of the technology needed to run them only exists on company hardware, which makes things very hard for preservationists. Case in point, they're totally fucked. Sad truth is, there's not much financial incentive for the industry to protect the games you love from ending up on an unplayable disc, rotting in a landfill next to a dead rat and a broken Thigh Master. Another sad, forgotten relic. And ain't that just the way of the modern world? Everything transient, nothing to grasp, only profit. No reverence, no meaning to hold on to, and no one to come and save us.
Dude, absolutely. This is so based, bro. And this is Pirate Software be like, I gotta suck the wiener of all these corporations because I'm a Pirate Software and I fake my voice being deep. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm just gonna keep doubling down because I was a child of nepotism and I decided to take the money I made from being a Nepo baby and make my own game that nobody's gonna care about because we missed all of our Kickstarter zones. On top of that, fuck you guys. Fuck Ross, fuck everybody, I'm smart, you're not. Are you friends with Ludwig? I'm friends with Ludwig. Fuck Pirate Software, bro. Like, honestly, I think these companies, like, if you buy a game and they want to, like, take that game from you where you can't play it anymore, I see that as theft. I don't care. Oh, well, you can't run the servers anymore. Okay, I think every game should have some component in it that, like, they can be played offline. Every game should have some componentry like that. At the very least. At the best, you should be able to, if you're gonna shut the game down, you should release the netcode to all of the people in that community where they can keep that game alive. So, because if you're not making money off of it, why the fuck are you going to take it from people who bought it? Because that's just theft. I'm not cool. I'm cool with the free market. I'm cool with capitalism and whatever. I don't like theft. And this is 100% theft. There is no other way of looking at it. But Pirate Software is gonna be like, shut the fuck up, Pirate Software, you fucking lying goonbag. Your game sucks, brother.
Who would?
Hey, I have some announcements on Stop Killing Games. And I'm going to be looking away a lot because my mind tends to go blank when I look into the camera.
Who's this
and I don't want to
maniac?
memorize it.
I'll tell you who. Ross Scott, games preservationist, crusader for digital.
By the way, I think video game preservation is a like a place that we all need to be fighting. If you care about gaming, you should be fighting for game preservation. I have been like ranting about video game preservation since I started my YouTube channel. I yell about it all the time. Even if I don't like a game, I think that it should at least be preserved for history. And like, it's just like I don't like that there's entire lists of games that are just gone from the world. You know how annoying it is to me to like love a game like Dark Watch and know that nobody can play it unless they have like an original Xbox or some shit, or like, well, I guess you can emulate it, but even then, why can't I just buy Dark Watch on Steam? Why can't I buy these old games? That shit bothers me. It bothers me deep down. Now I know that this is more in the idea of these multiplayer games just like yanking their games off the store, but I think that the broader narrative is these companies need to like at least like free the game up. If the IP, I think if you IP laws should be changed to, if you haven't touched the IP in 10 years, if you haven't touched this IP in 10 years, or the game in general in 10 years, you lose rights to that IP. You lose rights to that IP, and I'm talking game per game. Like, if you haven't remastered the game in 10 years, or put it up in 10 years, or kept it on a store for the last 10 years, somebody else should be able to do that for you. Somebody else should be able to yank that game out of the Shadow Realm and slap it on modern systems. Easily.
Rights and consumer advocacy. Ross founded the initiative called Stop Killing Games, and for over a decade has been preaching a simple message that when they end a game, they should give you a way to keep playing the product you purchased. You mean buying something and then owning it? This feels weird. In a good way. But not everyone.
Dude, and this is where you see the only people who agree with Pirate Software is Ubisoft CEO. Fuck Ubisoft, dude. Ubisoft is the slop king of the gaming industry. It says nothing is eternal. Yes. When you buy something, It is yours. In a nutshell, Stop Killing Games initiative has been a campaign to convince the European Union to determine whether game publishers can legally render online titles permanently unplayable. No, it should be illegal. This is your product. You purchased it. They cannot take it from you. That's like you buying a drill, right? You buying a drill. It's a DeWalt drill, and DeWalt coming and knocking at your door and be like, we decided we don't want you to have this drill anymore. We're gonna stop making the batteries. So by that logic, since we're gonna stop making the batteries and you can't buy more batteries, we're gonna take all the batteries you currently have and the drill out of your house. Are you cool with that? No, I'm not cool with that. I need to put screws into the wall. My wall's falling down. It's going to murder my child. I need to put these screws in right now. No. But you don't understand. We're gonna take your fucking drill and you're gonna let that wall crush your baby. Like, get the fuck out of here. As publishers push back, the CEO of Ubisoft addresses the issue. The central argument boils down to whether online games are media or services. Yeah, dude, it's media. It's media. And this is so funny that Ubisoft, the kings of screwing people out of their money, where they make every single one of their single-player games feel like live service games. Of course, they're fighting for this. Get the fuck out. The company that turned Tom Clancy into a narrative from narrative game bliss into multiplayer slop. Of course, they don't want you to be able to protect your games.
Agrees. In fact, the biggest critics of the movement have claimed a bunch of mostly dumb bullshit. The industry lobby has put out a statement implying that the goals of the initiative are technically and legally unfeasible. But if previous successful preservation efforts are anything to go by, it's that they're full of crap and only thinking about one thing. Stop killing
Yeah, dude, it's so dumb. Like, I get you wanting to make money off of it, but if you refuse to make money off of it and you're and at the same time stealing from people, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. You're a piece of shit, brother.
Aims to get the initiative before EU Parliament to pass legislation to protect consumer rights. Video games are some of the single biggest historical artifacts that human beings have ever created, carved by the efforts of thousands of people, millions of hours of human...
I mean, this is the same thing. Like, I see this as the same as, again, I made the drill comparison, but let's say you bought a piece of artwork and the artist shows up at your house and says, I didn't like that you had this artwork. I wanted you to only have it for a little bit of time. I want it back. And you're like, oh, are you going to give me money back for it? Are you going to pay me the endless amounts of money I put into this? Well, no, we're just going to take it and you're not going to have it anymore. That's theft. That's stealing. The dude might as well put a burglar mask on, jump into your house, play with your butthole, and then steal the artwork.
Labor. These are artworks in their own right that carry cultural significance. I think it's time to shake off some apathy and start protecting the things that we care about. All this optimism feels so off-brand. I just gotta mention, he's been doing this for 10 years, busting his ass off to do something good for all of us.
And this is so, like this gets me, like, excited inside that other people care as much as I do. I really think that more people should care about this. Oh, if you're trumping down for there's no logical way to clap for people like Pirates Software. It's not a fight for for free market. It's not a fight for anything else. I don't know what the logic would be behind just letting people steal shit from you. Like, that's my problem with live service games. It's always been my problem, is that they can take it from your fucking library at any point, and that's wrong. That's just wrong to me. Like, and that's always, I started noticing, when I started noticing these games that were multiplayer only, I had a problem with the idea that they were just going to be able to yeet it from you. And the fact that it's like, what happens when they close down the servers? I just have this game that I used to really like parts of it, and now it doesn't exist. Put in a horde mode, put in something, put in a few extra modes so that these people can still enjoy the game that they bought. Give them something to when they look at their backlog and they're like, oh, I remember this game, I want to play it, and they have something to do in it. I feel like that should be like the bottom line for every game releasing, and they should not be able to take that from you.
This wholesome son of a bitch! Support this man! Help him win! I think we all need that. So if you're in the EU, go sign the petition if you want to help save video games.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think they already like blew past. I think they were looking for 1 million signatures, and they blew past that. They've absolutely killed it on their thing. Like if we go to stopkillinggames.com, well, we can go here. This is their shit. 1,400,000. Yeah, they've been absolutely killing it. I am super happy that they passed all these milestones. It's just stop killing. Okay, here we go. Here's a new article. Stop filing false claims against EU initiative. Someone is someone is filing these false claims, and I'm betting money is coming from that pirate software goonbags community. This guy, oh, he was right. It's bad for the industry. Okay, that's bullshit. I don't buy any of this. We're gonna jump into this for a second. We're 100% gonna jump into this for a half second.
Together for 10.
It's just I can't mute the ad on this,
now.
but
So when we land in a new place, the last thing
it's bad for killing games is bad for them.
Stop killing games is bad for the industry, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, some of my favorite games of all time, games like Resident Evil 4, Dead Space, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Dead Rising, games I still replay to this day. These games have received remasters over the years, and while I enjoyed the remakes of Resi...
Okay, this guy's just, it's a bait and switch. It's a bait and switch. He's gonna talk about this thing. I don't even think anybody's on Pirate Software side. I really don't. I think everybody realizes that it's theft. It's theft for these companies to be able to just steal the game from right out of your hands. It's disgusting, and I hate it. That's all I got on that one, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. But, jeez. Oh, another drama that came across my little plate recently is the Zelda casting. So, Nintendo just released the Zelda live-action cast, right? We have new news on Zelda. Now, it's going to be this person and this guy. I honestly think he's a bad pick for Link. They got to give him some blonde hair, and maybe he'll be okay. She, I think, is perfect for Zelda. I think she's a really great casting. But where this comes down to, where the drama is popping off, is there was somebody else who was talked about from the Euphoria. There was a trans actress who people said would be good for the role. And they're acting like it's that was a possibility. I don't think Nintendo was ever going to be behind that. I'm going to be real. Nintendo, like, Japan is wild with is a pretty wildly conservative country. On top of that, like, I think there are a lot of these studios that just want to put the stuff out and not have drama around it. Now, there is studios that do the opposite, like Ubisoft, that totally want drama because they know that nobody wants to buy their slop irregardless. There is no way you're going to convince me that Assassin's Creed Shadows wasn't done the way it was done so that it wouldn't get buzz around it, to get the woke people and the anti-woke goonbags, the people that are terminally online, to screech at each other. Now, I'm not making a stand on either of those. I thought it was a little dumb that the anti-woke guys were so mad about Yasuke. I was willing to call it cringe that they said that it was historically accurate, which just wasn't true. And when there was people on like the left side of the argument saying like, oh no, he was 100% a samurai. I mean, it was like samurai with one of those. It was like Barry Bonds in the Guinness World Records where you have the little star above his name. It was like he sort of was. I think that Ubisoft's virtue signaling a little hard here, buddy. But I also wasn't the guy that was going to refuse to play it because of Yasuke. I refuse to play it because it's fucking Assassin's Creed and it's slop, and they want to just shove slop down your throat. And the only reason people were like hyping that game up is because of the drama around it, which 122,000% believe that the reason that game sold decently at all was because it had the Assassin's Creed name and because they created so much chaos around it. I feel like that was one of the reasons that it did well. But anyways, we had this from Asmongold, so we know he kind of sits on the anti-woke side of things. But he put out a thing called "People Have Lost Their Effing Minds." Now, I have, like I said, I've cued into this drama a little bit, but I don't know all the ins and outs.
These two people have been cast to play Link and Zelda in the live-action Legend of Zelda movie. There were a lot of people who were unhappy about this because they thought that Hunter Schafer, who is a trans female, should play Zelda in the movie.
Context. A couple of months ago, a rumor was started by a leaker with Princess Zelda possibly...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Nintendo would have been down for this, to be honest with you. I really don't think Nintendo would have been down for this. You guys, like, a lot of people don't realize that Japan is pretty conservative country, and they also have, like, Nintendo's also had some really bad relationships with films being made in live action. So I saw this Zelda movie, was any problems that could possibly pop up, any drama that they could pop up about it, I thought they were going to squash it right away and try to go in the safest direction, because they made the mistake in the past in the 80s with just letting shit just go the way the filmmakers wanted it to go, and because of that we didn't get a Nintendo movie for like almost 30 years or 40 years because of how bad the Super Mario Bros. Movie is. And so I think Nintendo's holding this shit a little closer to their chest. And when I saw this casting, I didn't think it was going to, I didn't think it was a reliable leak.
Being played by a trans actor. This potential leak went absolutely viral, getting 80 million views, and a campaign was started calling everyone opposing these rumors transphobes or bigots. Eventually, Nintendo revealed the Princess Zelda actress for the movie, and Twitter had a collective meltdown.
Yeah, no, I saw the people screeching about her not being cast. And again, dude, like, it sucks for this actress, right? I will say, okay, it sucks for this actress. But at the same time, do you want your movie, the dialogue around your movie to be instantly about this actress and not about Zelda? And it was a leak. We don't even know how, like, verifiable the leak was. I mean, every time I see one of these people leak stuff, I think about Dreamcast Guy. If you guys don't know who Dreamcast Guy is, he's somebody who always seems to soy jack about all his connections in the industry. Now, this guy is like a 400,000 subscriber YouTube channel who somehow has deep internal connections to all of the game industry and has reliable leakers reaching out to him. And anybody who starts talking like that, there's also this guy named JT Smash who's like, reliable leakers have reached out to me and twiddled my butthole. And I'm like, I don't fully believe you. We're going to take everything you say with a grain of salt. So every time I see anything from a leaker, I'm like, maybe, probably bullshit, but maybe. And that's how I felt about this one. When I saw that, I'm like, maybe, probably bullshit, but maybe. And look at that. It was bullshit. Wow, dude. It was actually bullshit, and now people are mad because of, like, social, political bullshit.
And then the very same progressive people started harassing the new actress using transphobic insults, implying she looked like a man.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Awesome. You guys are fucking cool. Like, this is what I don't like about the anti-woke guys, and this is why I don't like the woke. These two fucking diametrically opposed groups are the most annoying people on the internet. Get a fucking life! It's a Zelda movie, brother. It's a Zelda movie. Like, come on, guys. Like, okay, the casting didn't go the way that your little weird leak went. So harassing the actress is the good way to go. Like, dude, she hasn't even fucking said anything. Like, this isn't like a Rachel Zegler situation where she was out there just saying stupid shit and bringing this upon herself, where everybody in the cast was like, please shut the fuck up, Rachel Zegler. This is like a different situation too, where it's like, this chick hasn't even said anything. She gets announced, and because the casting didn't go your way, you're going to harass her? What the fuck are you talking about, brother? Like, get the fuck out of here.
They don't want to take on a divisive social issue. Why would they want to do that? It's not like this girl can't play Zelda. It's not like she looks weird or anything like that. Why do people care if it's a trans person or not? Well, it's simple. They don't want to look at someone who they think is a man and then be told that it's a woman. And if you cast a trans woman, you are taking on a lot of baggage. Why would Nintendo and the people that are making this effectively sabotage their brand and sabotage their movie? And like, if you can't just categorize to everybody who you disagree with or you don't like as just racist or transphobic or evil. Actually, that's not true. You can do that, but it's just not going to go anywhere. Nothing's gonna...
I feel the same way. I feel the same way. If you just start like hitting people with these blanket labels, especially in today's day and age, it means jack and shit, brother. You can be somebody that, like, this has happened to me in my coverage of like Hassan and all this, where they just label me as shit and they don't even know me. Like, they, and it goes with the right too. I've been like, people have been like called me like a like every time I've covered like Ben Shapiro or something, where I'm just making like hee-haw jokey jokes, they act like I'm just an attack and I'm like this communist or whatever. It's just so funny to me, the rhetoric that happens on the internet, where they're like, I'm gonna throw all these buzzwords at you like they really fucking matter. They don't. They really don't. It's like, oh, I got it. Look at that. Hey, yay. Look at that. Look at me. While they're sitting in their like fucking mound of trash in their mother's basement, acting like they fucking matter.
Happen. You're sabotaging yourself more than anything.
We all know who should have been Princess Zelda, but you ain't ready to have that conversation.
I fucking hate this chick. She's such a... I don't hate her because of the way she looks. Yes, she looks like her face is a shovel. I'm gonna be real. She has a shovel face. But I don't like her because she's a terrible actress. She was a terrible actress in the first season of The Last of Us. Everybody was telling me how good The Last of Us was, and I watched it, and it's not good, brother. It's not good. It's just like narratively all over the place. It's a lot of bad writing in the first season of The Last of Us that people overlooked because it was like marginally good video game IP, like marginally good adaptation of a video game. It wasn't even great. It wasn't even that solid. The Sonic movies are much better than that stupid Last of Us show. And believe me, the first Sonic movie had like a long way to go before it became like good, or like a good, great movie. But like by Sonic 3, they had that shit lock, stock, and ready to go, bro. Sonic 3 smashes the entirety of the Last of Us TV show. Like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, this drama's been crazy. I mean, like, if you look at like the Zelda live action, I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find what her name is. The live-action Zelda movie from Nintendo and Sony has cast Zelda and Link. English actress, best known for her role on the BBC Three Girls as the Jetty and the Disney Plus Renegade Nell. The 16-year-old Annie Swarth. Let's look her up. This is the chick I wanted to look up. That's a weird name. No. Actress? That can't be her name, dude. For the life of me. 16-year-old Annesworth. I don't know her name. I'm just trying to find her name, bro. I want to find her name so that, actress. Let's find her, because let's see who's playing Zelda. Bo Bragginson? That's her name? It's... What an unfortunate name to have Bo. Bo Bragginson, let's go to news. Yeah, I don't know if she's getting the harassment. I don't see... I don't see her getting harassed yet. I wanted to see what was actually going on, but this is like cope and seethe like I don't believe anything coming from that one. It says cope and seethe. Here we go. BBC, the Jetty viewers are disappointed with dire and misleading. Oh, nah. Fucking, that's from a different show. I'm not really seeing the harassment she's getting, but I don't think she's a bad choice. I mean, she definitely, there she is as a vampire. I think she could play Zelda. I'm not like against her. She seems like an actress who really hasn't done a ton of stuff. So, I mean, it's probably she's probably really psyched for this role. I don't know why people are hating on her so much. Just because she was cast, she was like an official casting that was announced compared to a rumor, and you were mad that the chick from Euphoria didn't get it. Like, grow up. oh no, a casting didn't go your way on him. It's not like this is an established series that already had the Euphoria actress there, and then she was dropped out because she was trans. I'd get you. I'd get the anger then. I would get it. We would be in the same position. But to get mad at some random like 16-year-old actress because, all right, I don't know if she's still 16. I can look up her age. But to get mad at some random actress, because of the fact she's 21 years old. So you get mad at what some random 21-year-old actress because she got a job over whoever else you wanted. It's not like she's taking the role from her. That other chick never had the role. That's the point. She never had the role. You guys are getting fucking worked up over a rumor, which is pathetic. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next drama. Alright, so I saw Diesel Patches said this is just sad now. Now this is about iDubbbz's Reddit, which I'm sure is just a disaster of a place after all of his stupid existence just keeps plummeting further and further into the stupid world. And I kind of wanted to cover this because of the fact that I did just set up a subreddit, not for my channel, but for my Haunted Router channel. So if you are out there and you create horror stories and you're like I want more places to post my horror stories, you can post it on my Haunted Router subreddit. That's what it's there for. It is there for writers and also to promote my Haunted Router channel, of course, but I really want it to be a free space for like horror artists and writers to be able to post their stuff. Also, if you like make creepy videos and you want to post that there, do that as well, but don't spam and don't ruin this cool thing that we've built. But anyways, let's jump right into the sadness of iDubbbz's subreddit.
Well, everyone, I did it. I believe I found the saddest place on earth, r/iDubbbz, an entire subreddit dedicated to our favorite green friend. I understand when your favorite YouTuber or influencer gets canceled to the point of no return. It's hard to acknowledge that gut-wrenching fact that it's over, but it's even more difficult to let go. My last wank session to iDubbbz was many moons ago, so I've already accepted the fact of him being an insufferable dipshit now. Unfortunately, there are still a couple people that are clinging on.
Dude, there's so many people who are just gulping and it's like begging that iDubbbz is, and there's also these fans of iDubbbz, like modern fans of iDubbbz, who are like, oh my god, dude, oh my god. I pulled up the oh dude. I pulled up the subreddit. Just has to Ian turn to God. I don't like the way that Anissa treats Ian, and he doesn't deserve this lifestyle. And it's okay if mods delete my posts. I just hope someone sees this post and prays for him. I genuinely want the best for Ian because I know, in a way, how much it hurts to feel this way. I'm sure he feels. I can see it in his face and eyes. He's in hell. I genuinely hope people in this community, Christians, Muslims, or even both, and Jews too, can come together and pray for him, because I don't think anyone deserves a clearly abusive or toxic relationship, at least from what we can see that he has. This has got to be the most parasocial thing I've seen. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all religion is. This is bait. Oh, dude, that's so good, brother. That's so funny, bro. Oh my god, I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love it. It's so funny.
To him and believe his career is worth saving. I think the majority of people in this community have just given up posting since mods are on full damage control mode now.
Yeah, dude, the mods are the only people still sucking off iDubbbz. I mean, his wife won't do it. She's busy sucking off Assange, so like he's just sitting there in his cuck chair, just really, really sad. He's a really, really sad boy who had a really, really messed up week, and he just is sitting there, and the only people who have his back are his mods on his subreddit.
Any posts that include a slight critique about Ian or his husband, and banning anyone who sneezes wrong. I say we read the recent posts that survived the community's censorship and analyze how iDubbbz fans are dealing with their favorite YouTuber getting shat on, along with what advice they can offer to him.
Thank you, Ethan.
Dude, it's so funny. You go to the newest post. It's the one that shows on his thing. Now, his video came out like a day ago, right? As of me making this video, you're probably seeing this a week later. Because I cut up these streams and I just shoot them into the YouTube algorithm so that ad revenue can fly without a sense of responsibility right into my butthole. Anyways, you look and nothing's been posted within the last 5 days, dude. I almost ratioed her on. I saw this comment and explains. I almost ratioed her on Twitter last week for calling her a left-wing grifter who benefits from electing Republicans. Like, they're the only thing that survived. Like, nothing's surviving this this little like absolute destructive thing. Like they got like, oh, let's make fun of Leafy, who's gonna get banned again. Oh my god. In these dark times, can we get a quick Anisha appreciation post for who she is as a person and everything she's done for our boy throughout the years? What has she done? These are just two pictures of her being slutty mixed with iDubbbz looking super miserable in this picture. He looks so miserable. He looks so angry, bro. And she's looking at him like, you better behave. You better behave, you little stupid used to be popular creator. Minor credits. Oh my god, I love it, dude. I love it.
You are my best friend. I don't like the way Anissa treats Ian. And he doesn't.
Oh, this is what I read, bro. This is so funny. This is such a good post, bro. That's so good.
I'm surprised the mods haven't deleted this. It's a slight at Anissa, and honestly comes off as concern trolling, which is something Ian warned us about from his meanie haters. I genuinely want the best for Ian because I know, in a way, how much it hurts to feel the way I'm sure he feels. I can see it in his face and in his eyes. He's in hell.
This is the funniest thing I saw on the entirety of the subreddit.
Genuinely hope people in this community, Christians or Muslims, or even both, can come together.
I love it. So this is different than the one that I read, because he must have edited it and said, or even both, and then, or the Jews. You gotta remember the Jews. We forgot about them. And I think that whoever this guy was on Reddit, he needs to go back and he needs to add the Buddhists and the Mormons and the evangelicals. He missed a lot of groups. This isn't a very inclusive post, I would say.
In prayer for him, because I don't think anyone deserves a clearly abusive or toxic relationship, at least from what we can see that he has. I guess the Jews are left out of this prayer conversation because, you know, free
No. He added the Jews. You got to do better research. He came back in and he added the Jews for you.
But if you're a Christian and or Muslim, go ahead and leave a prayer emoji in the comments to save what's left of Ian's immortal soul. So I guess Ian's reputation really has gotten that bad because now we're just praying for things to get better. Yeah, I'm sure if we pray hard enough, God or Allah will smite all of Ian's biggest haters.
By the way, and the idea of this is a little bit of religion lore for you. Same God. I mean, like, so the Christians, like, Jesus is the Son of God, and that God was Allah. And the only difference with the Muslim religion is it like adds more, and it's like its own thing. But it's also recognizes both the Torah, the Bible, and then also the Quran. And they believe that Jesus wasn't the Son of God; that he was just a prophet.
Diorio gets hit by lightning later. You can blame this guy.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.
I am just wondering.
By the way, that is the best thing to come out of the two content cops with that song. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a jam.
If anybody notices this, anytime I search up iDubbbz on YouTube, it seems like I mostly just get videos of weird right-wing trolls making slop about Ian's downfall. I mean,
that's That's it. We're all just weird right-wing trolls. It's not that he's lost the entirety of a normal rationalization of the human mind. No. You gotta be a right-wing nutjob to not like iDubbbz, I guess, in his poorly researched video.
Kind of fair. When I search iDubbbz on YouTube, the algorithm gives me nothing more but alt-right Trumpies. Even though these slop trolls are racist homophobes, the reason there are thousands of iDubbbz videos right now is because he's fucking up. Are a lot of them repetitive? Yeah, but the criticisms hold up nonetheless. I feel like it is distorting my perspective of the situation because I don't personally see anything wrong with Ian's behavior lately. Translation.
I don't see anything wrong with his behavior lately. Oh my! So him screwing over the Creator Clash guys, not a problem. Jumping off the sinky shit, not a problem. Making a hit piece on Ethan Klein while removing all context that makes anything make sense, not a problem. The dude just being an insufferable douchebag, not a problem.
I didn't actually research what iDubbbz is doing wrong, so I can stay ignorant and claim everyone else is just overreacting. Yeah, this post is just denial. I honestly prefer the preachy religious one over this one.
Thank you,
Ethan Klein, you are my best friend.
Here we have a post making fun of More Pegasus for banking off of Ian's name by making multiple iDubbbz videos. You know what? I support this one. He has been making...
Dude, Pegasus has been going crazy, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, More Pegasus's channel is so insane. Like, I make a lot of videos on iDubbbz. Don't get me wrong. I do. I absolutely do. It's, like, not even a competition to say that I don't make a, like, I can't sit here and pretend I don't make a lot of videos on the goonbag himself, on the Schmiggle-Biggle boy, the Schmiggle-Biggle man. That gets a lot of hate from me. But you look at more, let's look at iDubbbz, bro. You look up iDubbbz on his channel, it's just, look at this, dude. Look how many, brother. That, like, these are ones that he has put anything about iDubbbz in, which is quite a few, but it is not as bad as if you put in Hassan. Oh my god. It just keeps going. It keeps going. Look at that. Oh my god, I love it. It's so funny to me. And there's gonna be a lot that I have that there's a lot of overlap because now that the drama with Ethan Klein and all this, it is all kind of overlapped on top of each other to like this giant cluster monster blob of chaos that involves all these goonbags.
Far too many iDubbbz. Pegasus has been making far too many iDubbbz videos and deserves all the hate he gets.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.
Hey, what the fuck? DP, figure your life out. This is very, 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 very sad. And this is honestly bullshit because my iDubbbz videos are top tier and factual. I don't know what this guy's problem is.
Diesel patches. I love when you get these jokes where it's like pulling they get called on their own shit after calling somebody else out, like him making fun of fucking More Pegasus and then instantly getting clapped back. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I mean, you look at my channel too. It's definitely, I definitely have a lot of iDubbbz videos. I have not been a nice boy to iDubbbz. I have made way too much content about this goonbag. I mean, you look at it here, my live stream, he's broke right there. It's already there. But you type in iDubbbz, and I have made quite a few videos. I put him in. I put him in almost every one of my video like descriptions that has to do with Hassan. This one I put him in because I used the Content Cop intro. Drama's heating up as always. I don't know. But in the live stream, there's a lot of live stream VODs in here where I ended up clipping him into videos. But like this one's like mostly about this is just Hassan. This really has nothing to do with iDubbbz, but I cover him a lot. Damn, that thumbnail with these two thumbnails were crispy. I love those two thumbnails. Damn. But yeah, I cover the big boy a lot. And that's fine. I mean, when you are the talk of the town, that shit's gonna happen.
Void, are you filling with hating on a YouTuber you thought was cool in freshman year of high school? Not a new concept. When someone fucks up online, commentary YouTubers will not hesitate to jump on the opportunity to make multiple videos on that individual. I mean, yeah, we don't like iDubbbz, but I doubt people such as myself would make multiple videos if we weren't getting paid.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend.
Why do people hate Anissa? It just doesn't make sense to me. Why people are so critical of Ian and Anissa. They've done nothing to anyone, especially Ethan. All they've done is do great events for a great cause. Why is everyone so nasty? It doesn't make sense. Especially the H3 Zionists.
Oh, yes, dude. The Zionists. The buzzwords come out, bro. Bring your pitchforks ready, friends.
Okay, I think an 8-year-old wrote this one, so we're gonna be a little bit nicer here and hold back a bit. Listen here, you little cunt. The gentleman.
Dude, Turkey Tom wrote this. I will confirm that, dude. Diesel Patches sent me a picture of his butthole and then said, "Did you see what Turkey Tom put on the r/idubs subreddit?" And I said no, and I checked it out. This is 100% factual. I'm not making it up at all.
Abandoned a quote-unquote charity event so they could talk shit online. Picking YouTube drama over kids with cancer objectively makes you a terrible person.
Thank you.
Yep. I mean, and the fact that it wasn't even this creator clash wasn't even close to a charity event. Not even close, dude. That they found out it was failing, realized they weren't going to get 34% of that juicy profit money because it was failing. Said, you know what? Fuck everybody who's involved. We're going to make a hit piece, make a ton of money off the hit piece, and watch you guys all burn.
Ethan Klein.
Anissa doesn't deserve the hate she is getting. She tries to do a charity boxing event, and all people
It's not a charity boxing event. It is a for-profit boxing event that they slap a charity component fundraiser on the side of, and the money from the event goes not to charity.
do is shit on her. It's just gross. This is just a theory, and I could be totally wrong, but I think these two accounts are Nissa's alts. I think the first time she tried to get people to support her on Reddit, she realized she was getting ratioed into oblivion, so she attempted to make another post with another account, probably believing it was all fluke. Then after questioning why she's receiving so much hate online, she still got ratioed, and then flocked to Twitter to try and gain support over there. Again, just my scientific hypothesis, but that is...
Yeah, I mean, that 100% seems like what something Anissa would do. Anissa's always trying to do goofy stuff. She's just a weird goonbag.
Something she would do.
Thank you.
Like her Twitter is so insufferable, dude. It's constantly her just like freaking out. She's always throwing little tantrums. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's like all of Ethan Klein's Instagram is him throwing little tantrums. But yeah, dude, this drama's hilarious to me because there's a bunch of people whining.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna read this one. I did an online counter for this post, and this shit is nearly cracking 800 words. And for a Reddit post, that's basically an entire fucking book. I'm sure this is a nice letter to Ian, but...
Here we go. What did I say, dude? Right as I pull this up, she's upset on Twitter. This was from... Oh, that's pinned. Oh, she reposted something about Bruce Willis. Where was she has a thing pinned about her drama. She removed the pin of her boxing with the guy that with the boxing instructor they screwed over. That's nice. This comment was made when Ethan Klein still supported Anissa and iDubbbz, and their friendship later fell apart after Ethan received scolds. Dude, she got community noted so fast, bro. So fast. She's gone to, her cooking content. She's stopped posting drama, so maybe I have to give her a little bit of credit that she's stopped posting about her little feud. And here it is. Interesting how the left is so unreasonable. People, there's just a random fucking political. Oh, we got Hassan here. If you are like me, a spoiled child of America, and you focus after 20 months of live streaming of children in Gaza is still on your personal feelings instead of unconditional support of the victims on the genocide, there is honor in continuing to stay quiet. Dude, so dumb. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I don't like these people. They suck.
I really don't care enough to read the entire thing.
Thank you, Ethan.
I'm glad we've seen a resurgence of iDubbbz. Obviously, him and his wife are being brigaded by mentally ill H3 fans, sex pestiny glazers, and...
The typical... Dude, just look at this. It's just the 3 most hated people by the Hassan community, bro. These Hassan chills are hilarious.
Kiwi Farms morons. Out of all the 3, I don't know which one I am. Not a fan of H3, definitely not a Destiny fan, and I've seen the word Kiwi Farms thrown around before.
Yeah, I've never been on Kiwi Farms. I'm not a fan of Destiny or, like, H3 I covered a lot because, like, I actually, once his kids got messed with, I cared more about this drama. But that doesn't make me, like, a fan. I think he's funnier than he's been in years, but that doesn't make me, like, a fan of his. It's not like I'm going and buying H3 merch. I'm interested because of the poop throwing, but that's about it. But I love that you just lump people into their little fucking boxes that makes you rationalize this drama.
But I still don't really understand.
Instead of actually looking at the context and the situation as a whole.
What exactly that is. Personally, I hope you two are doing swell. and I hope you continue to make more videos. Also, shout outs to the fans. Honestly, shout out to iDubbbz and Anissa fans. For your favorite to do all this shitty stuff and go through all this controversy and still cling on, that is some real professional dick sucking. My hat is off.
Well, I mean, you can look at their subreddit again, dude. I pulled this up. You go to that's best, right? That's best. Let's go to new. For a channel that is a multi-million sub channel to not have a post in 5 days, that's nuts. Only 11 people online out of the 186,000 people. Like, I get that it's like, for some people it's like 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever, or 8 o'clock in the morning. But like, come on, dude. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Bro, he's lost like all of his fans at this point.
Thank you, Ethan. Oh, found another Anissa alt account.
Yeah, look at that one. That one was one of my favorites. It was so funny. It was like, look how important she's been to iDubbbz. While iDubbbz looks miserable in the middle picture.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. Is it just me, or are the people hating on iDubbbz right now mostly morons? You know what? I agree. This subreddit holds the true geniuses of the online world, and everyone else is fucking stupid. With that in mind, I've decided to join r/iDubbbz and be a part of this community. I made a post recently introducing myself to become part of something that's definitely not a sinking ship, and currently waiting on mod approval. I'll let you guys know where it goes.
Well, right here, look at this. You have been permanently banned from participating in r/iDubbbz because your community violates your comment violates the community's rules. They haven't had a post in 5 days, brother, because they're just banning everybody who talks. If you have the audacity to say a word on r/iDubbbz, you are cooked, bro. You're cooked. You go onto this subreddit and try to say anything, you're dead. Your shadow zone obliterated. All submissions must be related to iDubbbz. Do not post private information. Do not promote hateful environment. Oh my god, dude. Hateful environment is just literally anything at this point. Anything at this point gets you thrown off of the entire building of being allowed to post on r/iDubbbz. Like, this is so sad that this is just nothing. It's a dead, like, waste of space, bro. Concern trolling iDubbbz. They posted that video when he did it about 2 months ago. This is so sad, bro. I've never seen I've never seen a subreddit with this many people have this little posting. It was in me in like the last 3 minutes of me existing. We lost like 3 people because nobody's here. Nobody's here. Nobody's posting. There's nothing interesting going on. You go to new posts and it's nothing. Nothing. Like, who cares? What the fuck is this? I told you 1,000 fucking times to turn off the fucking light when you're not using it. God, no, it's just an old iDubbbz post. Like, even that's, it's just sad. This is sad. It's pathetic. It's not interesting. Nobody cares about this anymore because he's washed. That's all I got on that, guys. I'm sure you guys all love my perpetual making fun of this clown, but come on, dude. The dude's so sad and pathetic. It's gotten my favorite Reddit page is r/feet pics. Dude, it's just oh, dude, this is great. I'm pretty sure the subreddit is literally just Anissa and all her alts talking to each other. Dude, this is like nobody, like, so many people are subscribed to that subreddit and no one is posting. That's so pathetic. But that's all I got on that one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe to your favorite goon boy, King Jiffy Coats. We have WestJet here. The cringe couple is heading straight for poverty, which I think is crazy because he did just have a multi-million, I think he had close to 10 million views. If you pull up iDubbbz's YouTube, right, and now they do live a lavish life. They're trying to live a lavish lifestyle and in Hollywood, which is dumb. If you're a content creator and you may start making a lot of money, don't move. What do you think? LA. It's just dumb. It's just expensive and dumb. Don't move there. Why would you do that? I don't understand. You look at his channel, dude. He went 7 million views, 2 million views. These have a lot of money. They made a lot of money. Like, I don't I don't think you guys understand that makes like, in my videos that get like 1,000 to 2,000 views, I'm looking at like $5-6, right? $5-6 for that. And that quantified into something like this, Jesus, he made so much money off of these. So much money off of these. Like, and then he came out with this one, which is still a respectable 490,000. That's a respectable amount of money. Like, he's making money. If they're going broke, post more iDubbbz. Post more. Jump into the drama more. Be a little angry, sloppy boy. Go unhinged. Make some money. Like, I don't understand how they could be broke. Like, I mean, I understand if they're focusing on that shitty podcast. That podcast sucks, dude. It's so boring.
Massive day for the unemployed. The cringe couple has gone broke.
Okay, so here's the fucking deal.
We're poor.
To say at the age of 32, I've acquired empathy.
Oh, it's so sad, brother. They're poor. Post more videos. Post more videos. Get into the drama. Like, go insano mode.
You know, it's not a crack house, it's a crack home. They got that USB plug in the corner. They can't even afford podcast equipment. It looks like they're sitting in Asmongold's jizz-stained basement.
We're poor.
Newsflash, we're poor. That's why we're in the basement for a third or fourth week in a row. I'm poor.
There's this Canadian idea called karma, and iDubbbz is sort of...
The Canadians hit it out of the bag with that one. America's Funny Hat came up with karma, and we are killing it. They are getting absolutely giggly schmoodled into the poverty zone because you guys care more about this podcast that doesn't get any views. Maybe just make some good videos, or make videos in general. It seems like people just watch whatever the fuck you put out, even if they want to make fun of it. Like, if you post stuff on your main channel, people will watch it even to clown on you. Like, you have buzz in the internet still. It's just like, put stuff out there. I don't care if it makes you look good optically. Make yourself some money. Get that bag.
Reaping what he was sowing.
Well, I mean, it does suck when you can't pull in all that money from an event that was supposed to go to cancer, and you were just planning on just fleecing all that money for yourself. That's, I mean, I can understand when you went to scam a cancer, children's cancer charity out of money. It sucks that you're now living in the poorhouse. They're like, darn, we were gonna get all that cancer kid money, and now we're not gonna get that. That sucks.
Suck because I attracted a lot of people who suck. Some people were, as I described earlier, were very much like antisocial, weird, basement dwellers. Empathy, I definitely have that.
Like, I feel bad for iDubbbz.
I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all. You call people basement dwellers, now you're dwelling in a basement, being poor. You moved to an overpriced area, and now you're broke because you thought that you could ride off of success forever, but then realized that your new style of shitting on your entire audience and then grifting over to the left, like weird left bread tube audience, was going to be profitable. Wow, it's almost funny how all these bread tube guys are now broke. It keeps happening over and over again.
Was he genuinely?
Maybe it's because they're boring, and it's just like these right-wing grifter guys are complaining about losing views and stuff. Not everybody wants to spend all day talking about politics. It's not fun. It's cringe. It's gay. It's loser shit. Like, I'm sorry, you have to be like fully retarded if all you care about is politics 24/7.
Has no funny bone left in his body. Like, the slurs were doing the heavy lifting, and iDubbbz is not a fan of him.
Editing your podcast.
Like, oh, dude, could you imagine, like, getting just, like, blasted? Like, Sam Hyde destroyed you, brother. Like, I'm not saying Sam Hyde's out here killing it, because it seems like, I don't know, him flipping Harlan Williams' desk seemed to blow up the internet a bit, and that's more than iDubbbz has been doing lately. Like, well, people making fun of iDubbbz has been blowing up the internet, but him having that spot in the light really didn't last very long. He said that he was going to get this rally of the internet behind him and, like, take over the world, and that never happened there, brother.
Dang.
I thought we'd be able to get out of here by now.
Their situation is so dire that even I have acquired empathy, and others as well. This rich Jewish guy even offered to buy out Creator Clash, their failed boxing event, and offered to buy their house. Like, can you...
By the way, he's not the only person who's offered to buy Creator Clash. You have Keemstar is out there trying to buy Creator Clash, because Harley Morenstein put out a tweet. He put out a tweet. He was like, I know I'm not Keemstar, and I love Harley. I do. I think he's an incredible creator. I've always loved Epic Mealtime, one of my first YouTube channels I ever subscribed to. But Harley put out a tweet that says, I know I am not Keemstar, and this may not seem legit, but as a longtime fan and viewer of Creator Clash, I am very interested in buying the remains of that IP. This is a serious inquiry. Owners, please reach out to me for tax. And of course I like that, because I would love to see Harley own the shit. And then we have Killer Keemstar. He shows up in the mix. Because Keemstar wants to buy and own everything. He says, open letter to Creator Clash. I know I am Keemstar. This may not seem legit. It's the exact same tweet. Just removed I am not. He just removed not. Kept everything else the same. So you have Keemstar, you have Harley, and you have Ethan Klein all trying to start do this event. Now, who hands do I think that it would be most beneficial in? I think I would like to see Harley have it. And if Harley has it, I think he should reach out to me, because we do follow. We are mutuals on Twitter. A little slight flex on my part, weird flex on my part. He should reach out to me, and I should, and I will tell him that we need to ham the shit up, make it as entertaining as possible. Let these content creators be content creators. Turn this shit into WWE before the actual fights, and the actual fights will be actually fights. Like, ham the shit up. Get some, like, fake drama in there. Oh no, you doing fake drama? Yeah, come on, we're content creators, we're entertainers, that's what we do. Like, let these people be entertainers.
And blame them? You guys are sitting on the floor using like VCR cables from the 60s, and then you can't even make it up. They're video disconnected.
Dude, and I also think so. I think Keemstar's got a lot of irons in the flame right now. He's trying to do like 87 lol count channels. He's also got his own fighting thing. He's got so much stuff going on. Like, he does not need Creator Clash. I think Harley's not doing a whole lot. He's he does some stuff on his channel, but mainly the dude's just kind of bebopping around. And I think that if he put all of his focus on Creator Clash and really wanted to build it, and like started working his butt off to make this happen, and like promoting it constantly, having like creating its own dedicated YouTube channel, it was just like him going and meeting other creators, I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool if he actually like went out and like guerrilla filmed like he did with Sam Hyde when he was training. I think that would be a really cool like push toward like Creator Clash, an actual Creator Clash 3 or Creator Clash Rebirth would be super cool to bring everybody back into the fold.
Weird.
No, the reason it's doing that is because this cable
is
very finicky, very sensitive.
Oh, so the cable, like...
Yeah. It just takes one of the dumb dogs.
This is truly a sad sight, and if you want to avoid being in the same predicament...
Dude, they're so boring. How do people watch that podcast? There's nothing interesting ever happens on it. They just kind of sit there, yeah, cable, yeah, oh, have you seen my OnlyFans? Oh, yeah, it's a pretty good OnlyFans. I was in the corner, oh, yeah.
Grab your phone right now, scan this QR code, and go on to free other websites, gift cards.
Yeah, I'm not watching his gambling ad right in the middle. If you want to like go and like support WestJet on his gambling ad, go ahead, go do that. It's in his description. Make sure to check out WestJet's channel. It exists. It's popular, way more popular than mine. So go check that out if you want to.
We're poor.
Couldn't be me. Life's a sandwich. No matter the way you flip it, the bread comes first. Then to make matters worse, his wife starts talking about Hassan's body hair and how sexy and muscular he is.
Too much body hair, okay, and facial hair. His name is Hassan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he said that America deserves 9/11.
9/11!
You're laughing at a 9/11 joke. Where's the empathy you were gloating about earlier?
Dog would die in a...
Dude, I love that he's just laughing there. He's just sitting there laughing, and she's just thinking about how great it would be to like pick every one of the pieces of body hair off of Hassan's body and swallow it. That's like Anis's entire mindset.
In a film, and I'd cry.
No, I think this would be a great time to show your empathy, but I digress. And this this ain't even about the nature of the joke. You know, I don't care. Make jokes about anything you want. This is about hypocrisy and how just cornball this.
Exactly. That's what I hit these people with all the time. It's just that they're insufferable hypocrites 24/7, bro. I think all jokes are okay, dude. I think you can make jokes about whatever you want to make. You're allowed to do that. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and like virtue signal. But if you're the type of person, right? If you're the type of person that goes out there and tries to get people canceled because they made a certain joke, and then you make edgy jokes, I think you're a fucking pussy. I think you're a bitch. You're a hypocritical little like goon bag loser. Like, come on. Yeah, like it's like iDubbbz used to say, either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. And you guys went to the none of it's okay side, and now are wondering why you get pushback.
Some people might not find this funny, but somebody posted, you know, Timbits or like donut holes on Twitter and was like, "What do you guys call these?" And Prezzo said what he called them, which I'm not going to repeat.
Right.
It had 9/11 in it.
This is just straight up slander to my favorite Indian restaurant, Tim Hortons. All right. Put your pitchforks away. I'm Canadian, so I'm allowed to make these jokes.
And the F slur and some.
Right. Okay.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's
Bro's like, oh no, edgy content's coming up onto my podcast. Can't have that. I'm not an edgy boy anymore. I have to be a bread tuber, which means that I have to be devoid of personality.
Should I be here? Should I be like laughing at this? But on the real, let's pause for a second. How did this goober go broke? He literally had 1.5 billion views. A conservative estimate is like $2 or $3 million, and you know, unless all of his videos were demonetized, then unlucky, I guess.
He had no reason to end up broke. Like, you should see the views he was getting. He was on top of the world as far as like YouTube goes.
Well, he was too edgy to make money, and now he's too dumb to make money.
Oh, that hurts, bro. That is brutal.
No particular reason, I'm not gonna question Ethan's ability to make money. He could probably buy me and enslave me in his basement, and even that basement would have a better microphone setup.
He did like one merch run when he did
the sheep.
The sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And he got lucky because he was edgy, and we all thought that was funny at the time.
Right.
But now edgy isn't that funny.
I beg to disagree.
I disagree, dude. I want edginess to like come back full force. I want full force dildo firing across the internet. I want to be running down the street getting dildos shot at me, and I'm like, and one like hits me in the mouth, like at the side of the mouth, and it just like lipples my face in slow motion, like I'm on Jackass. Let's bring that energy back, dude. This is so sad.
Dark humor's like water. Not everybody gets it. Okay, let's assume iDubbbz is fully broke, but his wife is literally a sex worker. Like, isn't the whole point of that to cash a bag and retire early?
My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account.
Again, it's not a crack house, it's a crack home.
And I think all of it is cool.
What do you want him to know? That was cool at some point.
I'll give the floor to Pegasus here. He asked a very valid question.
And I really just, you know, I'm very curious to know their finances, because how much did
we have another Canadian here. This is a very prolific Canadian in the world of streaming. His name is Pegasus. In case you didn't know, this is not Mutahar. For all you racists out there who think all Indian people look alike, I'm here to white knight for Pegasus right now. I'm here to be the guy. I'm here to be the guy that tells you what you gotta know, brother. This is Pegasus. Look at his glasses. Mutahar doesn't wear glasses. He is one. He has got better facial hair. He is doing the God's work.
Nisa actually make from her OnlyFans? Because I was under the impression, you know, people do this, like iDubbbz and Anissa were actually doing this so they could make a substantial amount of money, so they would never have to, you know, resort to anything in their lives. That's like one of the main justifications for OnlyFans. Oh, I'll make a couple $1 million, then I never have to work for the rest of my life. But it seems like for Anissa, she made like $100 and just left it.
You know, these suckers.
She's like, no, I thought everybody would want to see my smelly whisker pit, and no one wanted to see my smelly whisker pit. Sign up to my OnlyFans, guys. You will see the smelliest of whisker pits from me. I'm the whisker pit boy.
Took all their money, and now they can't even afford a house anymore, and they're living in a basement. Like, I genuinely feel sorry for this guy. And then they start talking about...
Oh my god, did he have to move into his parents' basement? Oh my god, does his father remind him of his dad? Oh!
Or not slurs are funny or not.
Yeah.
It can be funny. You just have to walk the line.
You have to walk the line, and you got to be willing to admit that it might not be funny to everyone.
Yeah.
This dude's pushing 40 and he just...
Oh my god, dude. It could be... If the joke lands, it's fucking funny. And if other people get mad about it, send them the link to Special Education Helmets. Shout out Matt Rife for that one.
Now had that epiphany. It's like an Andrew Schultz moment.
I'm more allowed to use quicker than Hassan is, though.
Yes. I think he has to become more mean to me online.
Oh my god. So cringe, brother. These guys are so lame. So lame, dude. Like, just go back. Just say fuck it. Send a full sale fuck you to the world, and just start making fun content. Just start going crazy mode. Have some funny shit. Not all of your shit that was edgy was like demonetization like worthy. Like, so I know that you can still have fun, but it doesn't look like you're even having fun with content. This is like you're sadly sitting against a wall in your basement, brother.
You have to be more mean.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Because, like, in private, he's so mean to me.
People here were speculating that she's setting up the building blocks, brick by brick, setting up for a divorce.
Breadcrumbs. She's getting ready to leave his ass.
It reminds me of the meme. It's like, why is my husband...
Imagine being able to build...
Dude, could you imagine she leaves him for, like, not Hassan. I don't think she'll ever get Hassan, but she gets, like, oh, dude, you know what would be the funniest history is if she leaves him for Noah Samson. If she ends up leaving him and marrying Noah Samson, that would be the fucking most hilarious thing about this entire situation. The videos that would come out would just be glorious. And then because of iDubbbz's, like, incel anger, creeps back up, and he goes full insano mode on this entire community, and like starts outing his wife. That would be the greatest turn in this entire drama. I would be the happiest man ever, and it would be so glorious to just be making money off of iDubbbz for a foreseeable future.
Like, there's a hotline, and it's like, why is my wife yelling and feeling unheard?
It's more like when I'm low energy. You know what I mean? And I've had enough of her shit.
Anyway, this bearded bandit was also on the podcast with iDubbbz, and Ethan Klein kind of went off.
Had a plot, and it had characters, and things were...
This bro is literally a fucking real-life dwarf. Like, look at him. He literally looks like Gimli.
He does...
What's up, bro? Why don't you go mine some mithril?
Maybe I'm cooked in the head, but Ethan Klein's been kind of popping off lately.
I feel the same way. I feel like he's like, because he doesn't care. I think he's so pissed at these people. He's not trying to word police himself. So he's getting like fucking huckle-juckles in the comments about his jokes. So I think he's leaning into it, and I would love to see Ian lean into it. Even if you're doing the safe edgy stuff, just lean into it, brother. It would make your channel much more interesting.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't know guilty by association.
He probably is nice. I'm only making fun of you because you're with them. Don't worry, it's not personal.
You cannot tell a man to go mine mithril and then say it's not personal, dog. Anyway, the video I covered today was uploaded to YouTube recently, and it's apparently something that came from their Patreon. Ethan is no longer living rent-free in their heads. He's the landlord. If Ethan were to buy iDubbbz's house and convert it into a boxing gym, that would be hilarious. Sponsored by Fansly. Not to be a dick, but this is a sorry site. Like, can you at least get a chair? Like, chairs and tables aren't that expensive. Boot up Facebook Marketplace. Get a chair for 20.
Yeah, dude, they're always trying to give you free stuff on Facebook. I didn't buy a couch for the longest time until I bought a house. I did not buy a couch for the longest time because everybody's just trying to give you couches. They're like, can you come get it? And you're like, yeah, I can come get the couch. They're like, please get this couch out of my house. And they will, places will just hand you free couches everywhere. So I didn't buy one until I was like, okay, I want this couch to be my couch and let it ruin it for the next 6 years or 10 years or whatever, however long a couch lasts. I don't know how long couches last. What am I, a couch expert? What am I, like, what am I, lazy boy corporate? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I didn't buy one for a long time because they're trying to give that shit away easily.
Bucks or something.
If my husband calls me an ugly bitch with an enlarged, but yeah, no, you could say literally probably anything to me. Well, not literally anything.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, statement.
He's getting $150 per month.
Here, maximum damage.
That's not it.
So they're making $700 a month, which is why they're doing it from Anissa's mom's basement.
Man, I feel kind of bad. I looked at their podcast views.
Oh my god, they went to Anissa's mom's basement because he's too scared to spend time with his father.
Not looking good. Barely cracking even 10k views on most of these videos. Maximum damage. The only damage here is the damage you've done to your bank account and reputation.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Now, I don't get, like, the greatest views. I like, fluctuate really a whole lot. I go from, like, a few thousand to, like, 6 to a few thousand to, like, 6. That's what happens when you post a gajillion videos a week. I think. I don't know. I don't understand the YouTube algorithm. I just be out here spitting my nonsense, having as much fun as humanly possible as I constantly can have. But like the fact that I've been doing this for like 2 years, really not knowing what I'm doing. I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right anything. I'm just out here spitting my nonsense, and I'm like in the same, I'm like in the same caliber as like these 40,000 view channels that sometimes, and it's just so funny to me, bro. It's so funny. I'm not in the same caliber. I'm like slightly below them. But you'd think if I started a podcast, I'm a multi-million sub YouTube channel, and I start a podcast, you think that it would do good, right? That's like the mentality is you start this thing because you want it to be successful, and to have it be this shitty and unsuccessful means that you're definitely doing some shit wrong.
But, you know, as a socialist, I think the rich should pay, and Ethan should, you know, at least send them some charity. Maybe like
yeah, dude, you know who should pay? Hassan should pay for their lifestyle, because, you know, he should see it as him doing work for socialism to support Ian and Anissa.
Folding table from Walmart. So Idubbbz is broke and now lives in his wife's parents' basement. How the mighty have fallen.
Basement dwellers.
Divorced in less than a year. Mark this comment. She took everything from him. His fans, his clout, his friends, his dignity, his self-worth. And now all of his money is gone as well. He has nothing left for her to take. She has completely...
Dude, and this is another thing, dude. If you're not planning on doing the YouTube grind, like if you quit your job and you're like, I'm a YouTuber now, I'm gonna grind YouTube. If that's your plan, you grind YouTube. You keep pushing toward the stratosphere. To let yourself become stagnant like this, you should have never quit your real job, buddy. Or you should go get a real job. Like, I work full-time and do this because I know that this can't sustain... this, like, the $50 I make a month off of YouTube is not going to sustain anything. I will be homeless. My child will be eating people. I just have a feeling my baby would go full cannibalism out there. She is awesome, but like also crazy. I love my child, but like we would be like straight up goblin people if I didn't have my real job that pays for my house in my life. So like the thought of like people out here not making any money, going completely broke, living off of $700 a month, like what? You go get a real job now. Go work at fucking Best Buy or something.
Broke at him.
Like, feel for other people's pain and suffering.
The irony of calling his fans basement dwellers and now being reduced to one himself.
It's the ultimate irony. It's so great. It's so great. Oh, how the turntables have turned.
Number one op has this much monetary power over you, I'd be embarrassed to even show my face online. I'd be, you know, out there hustling, getting my money up. Idubbbz went from discovering empathy to farming sympathy to pay his rent and make a little extra cash. $672 a month, that's a lot of money if you're in Pakistan. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Idubbbz's life is genuinely a series of unfortunate events and he keeps digging his hole deeper. People love to blame Anissa for all of it, but honestly, he sort of did it to himself. And just to make it abundantly clear, even though I woke up at 7 a.m. to talk about these random people I've never met, I'm not parasocial. I'm just doing this for money, guys. Take my word for it, please.
That's what I do it for, 100%. I 100% here see Anissa and Idubbbz drama and I'm like, ooh, do you mean I might make $2 off of this video? Holy shit, time to rub my nipples. I'm gonna rub my nipples as that ad revenue comes in. Oh, please, more drama, daddy. More drama, daddy. Yes!
I'm just very, very
poor. These two people don't work.
Can you not drop the W slur like that? What the f is wrong with you?
And whatever money they had saved up, I'm pretty sure they lost a substantial... Somebody bankrolled that shit.
But unfortunately, we ran out of time for today's video.
Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious the situation they put themselves in. I mean, if you're okay, here's the thing: if you're a YouTuber, right? That's what you do. You make money off of the internet, and all you have is a podcast that's barely making any money. Like, you look at the amount of money you make off of each one of those, like, 5,000 view videos. It's not much. You're looking at a couple, like, at most $10 a video, if that. And if you're sitting there like, oh, I post one of these videos, if we go to maximum damage here, we go to maximum damage, it's not even gonna come up as under the first. Oh, it did. All right, we look at here. We look at, okay, so how often have they posted? 3 months ago. 3 fucking months ago. They posted a bunch of stuff that they haven't really been posting it other than on their Patreon. And that one's got the most amount of views at 31,000. But everything else is, you're like, $5, $5, maybe $20, $30, $40, maybe even more. And you're just here, like, you're not making money off of this. Your main channel makes you hundreds of thousands of views. Why aren't you posting main channel videos? Why aren't you working? Why aren't you grinding like a crazy person? Because obviously your channel has been in a steep decline. I mean, okay, so this was like Airsoft Fatty with Doc's Flame. So this was actually, this Maximum Damage podcast was actually completely different like a year ago. And and when it drops, when it goes to like items in them, they can't hold it together. This guy seemed to have had the more beneficial content on the channel. So it just seems like they don't really know. Everything with them has no views. Whoever this guy is seems to have pulled in the most views when he was the main face of the channel. I wonder how that happened, where he took over. But I don't know. I don't know the lore behind the Maximum Damage channel. All I know is they're in a pathetic situation and need to get their need to stop getting their funny up and get that money up, baby. That's all I got on that one. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. And that's all I got for the stream today, guys. I am pooped. I gotta go to work. So I got real stuff to do. I gotta go make real money instead of like this fake internet money that is worth nothing. It's oh, Squeeny Jibs. I got a bunch of Squeeny Jibs money from YouTube and not real money. So that's all I got for you. Catch you later. Deuces.